This broadcast is a Stephen K. Media production.
The success of the small business person is the cornerstone of the American economy. Welcome to the Small Business Today Show with your hosts, Cruz and Hughes. The Small Business Today Show is for and about small business advancement and development. What we do for you. We'll be taking your calls as we provide you small business intelligence and mentorship needed to grow your business creatively. Keep listening. The Small Business Today Show with Cruz and Hughes starts now.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes right here on Blog Talk Radio, where Urban and I come to you live each and every day, Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Guys, this is the place where we discuss the topics that inspires entrepreneurs from thought to action. So if you need more action, then you're in the right place. If you'd like to join the conversation, all you have to do is pick up the telephone and dial 347-857-3958. Again, the number here to the studio is 347-857-3958. And if you're at work sitting in front of your PC, you may as well get off of Blog Talk and jump right on over to cruzandhughes.com. And that way you can see exactly what's going on in the studio today. Irvin? Sir. How was your day today, sir?
Well, I'm having a great day yet again.
Tell me all about it.
Well, you know what? I started out
You said yet again. Huh?
Yet again.
These great days just won't stop coming.
They won't stop coming, man. You know, the hits just keep on coming.
Well, tell me all about it.
You know
I could use a lift.
Let me tell you what. You know, but by the time we get to this part of the day, we all need a lift.
Oh, yeah, we do.
That's exactly
because I'm on
right.
autopilot generally.
Generally, you're on autopilot.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I can tell you have a little Android going on right there, man. You know.
Speaking of which, should I turn my phone?
I don't know, man. You better turn that phone off, man. Here we are on a live broadcast. This is why people don't do live radio anymore.
And you would think after, and it wasn't turned down, you would think as much as this thing rings, I would remember every day to turn it down.
No, but you know what? We started out talking about, my having a great day. And, every day, John, that I'm in my own business and not working for somebody else, it's a great day.
It really is.
It absolutely is. But I actually started out today working on some expansion projects for some things in our business, and more importantly, excited about some of the expansion that's going on with some of our customers.
Okay, tell me about that.
How cool is that? Well, some of our customers right now, we're in the finance business, right? And we finance contracts for people, and some of these guys are winning some great contracts out here.
Now, and I know that you've been having lots of success in helping these individuals who take your course win these contracts, but I have to ask, are most of the people who are winning these contracts experienced at all in the RFP process and bidding and understanding, what price at which to sell and that sort of thing?
That's a great question, John. The answer is no.
Really?
They have no experience at all. In fact, the folks with no experience are doing better than my experienced folks.
Now, why is that?
Well, that's because they don't have to unlearn bad habits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, they take the information that they've been given at face value.
Right.
And they don't make stuff up.
Because they don't have a failure by which to compare it to.
Exactly. So they just do exactly what they're told and follow the system that we give them. And boy, they're having some great success.
And I'm certain that some of the people that are listening who perhaps don't listen every day know that you teach this course quite often.
Sure.
And you're about to roll out a new platform whereby all of our listeners nationwide will be able to tie into your class from their computers.
That's exactly right, folks. We're going to launch an online platform where you guys all around the country will actually be able to not only participate in the seminars that we do, but also the trainings as well, all online. It's going to be great.
And when do you think you'll have that all the way rolled? I know you're in beta right now.
Well, it's past the beta. We're actually doing the setup right now.
So we're in theta.
Yeah.
Or Zeta.
Zeta. We're in Zeta now. So, no, we're about to launch, and I'm expecting that I can't see anything between us and June 1st now. So
very nice.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to watch it from the comfort of my office.
That's exactly right. And guess what? We'll be able to rescue a lot of closet entrepreneurs that way.
I would have to think so.
That's
now,
right.
and if someone wants to contact you to perhaps talk about getting into your course or learning more about how to sell to the government?
Oh, yeah. You know what, folks? Give us a call. You can give us a call at 800-381-0073, or you can contact me right here at the show by emailing Irvin, and that's ERVIN. That's Irvin at cruzandhughes.com.
Now, our show is about empowerment.
That's right.
And we talk about quite often, the distraction it is in our day for us to come and do this show.
Right.
And we do it for those entrepreneurs that need they need a little edge. They need a little pick me up at the end of the day.
Sure.
And we do this happily.
That's
might
correct.
add. And so since we're talking about empowerment, there is a young lady, if you're watching on Cruz and Hughes, who is sitting next to Irvin, and she's going to be our resident guest today for the WBEA. And we have Miss Avery Smith right here in the studio with us. So hello, Avery.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing very, very well. And I'm going to get you to work that microphone. And that means that I want you to be about an inch away from it so everyone can hear the benefit of the words that you're about to extol on this program. Now, we were supposed to have Miss April Day.
Yes.
And April called me first thing this morning. I want to say it was about 7:15.
April?
Yeah, April was supposed to be here today. And
Called
she said,
you at 7:15.
I'm telling you. I mean,
April Day.
And and I normally don't have my phone on that early.
I know April.
Yes, I know you know.
Yeah, and she called you at 7:15.
It was something like, to me, it felt like that. If it wasn't, it had to be close to it.
That's amazing. Thank you, April.
Yeah, I had a toothbrush in my mouth, and I'm looking at my phone. And so, but you told me that she had a conflict, but she was sending the more than qualified Miss Avery Smith to sit in her place. So I want to say welcome to the show since you haven't been here with us before.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here. I'm excited.
Awesome. Now, you're with the WBEA.
Yes, I am.
And for our listeners who are not familiar with that organization, why don't we start just by familiarizing them with the organization, what you guys do, where you're located, that sort of thing.
Okay. The WBEA stands for Women's Business Enterprise Alliance. Some people may not know what that acronym is, but it's a mouthful to say Women's Business Enterprise Alliance all the time. So we shorten it to WBEA. We're located at 9800 Northwest Freeway, Suite 120. That's right at the 610-290 interchange.
Absolutely.
And that's a newer location for us. We used to be off of Westheimer, so some people still get confused about our location, but we're right there at 290. The WBEA's main focus is growing women-owned businesses. We specialize in certifying WBEs, Women Business Enterprises. Some people have heard of WBE, MBE, SBE. We certify WBEs through WeBank, which is Women's Business Enterprise National Council, and that is a national organization. So we are an affiliate of a national certification program.
Now in every other area, is it the WBEA or is the WBEA just specific to Houston, Texas?
The WBEA is just specific to 94 counties in Texas. So we are the greater Houston area, but we're also the greater San Antonio area. So pretty much anything south of San Antonio and Houston, we cover.
Okay.
Now, are there WBEA? What are they, chapters, or what do you call those in different areas?
RPOs.
RPOs,
yes. And there are locations, and they all have different names. Some are WBE Southwest.
Oh, I see.
Or some name thereof with Women Business Enterprise Incorporated in there somewhere.
So what's the best way for some of our listeners who are around the country to find a WBEA affiliate near them?
The best way is to go to the WeBank website, which is WBENC.com. And that's the best way they can find a national affiliate. We also have joint memberships, which allows someone to be a member of our RPO, which is the WBEA, or another location, which is closer to their region.
Wow, okay.
So, yeah, we have joint memberships also.
Now, how old is the WBEA?
It was started in 1995.
Oh, okay. It's relatively young.
Yeah.
And now tell me why. What's the mission? What's the reason that it was started?
There was a need for certification in Houston to have women businesses certified through WeBank. That was the main focus, because there are a lot of organizations that, unless you're a certified women business enterprise, you can't do business with them. And so that was the main focus, was to get women-owned businesses in this area certified.
Now, and I'm sitting here thinking, why the concentration on women? I mean, was it that whoever founded it looked at the businesses that were being certified and they saw that women just were playing a severe minority role in that type of growth? Okay.
Yes, there was, just like the supplier diversity initiatives for all MBEs, DBEs, there was not a place for women to have that certification process done. So that was why the WBEA was developed, to take advantage of that.
Now, Avery, I've got to ask you a question about this, because when somebody gets certified, what's the benefit of them going through the certification process?
I'm really glad you asked that. One of the main benefits, and that's kind of where my job comes in, I am the corporate relations and events coordinator for WBEA. And one of the main benefits is not only making connections with our corporate members and partners, but also making connections with other women-owned businesses. So, I mean, there's a lot of B2B opportunities there that you may not get if you weren't a member of the WBEA. The other thing is that we have so many events that really strive to make sure that we are making connections with our members. We have quarterly luncheons. We have educational events, like our educational encounter. We have, which is almost monthly. And then coming up next week, we have our annual conference, which is at Reliance Center. And our main focus with that, our theme is engage, energize, and empower. And the focus on that is education, building relationships, networking, and making connections.
Now, when you say educational events, give me an idea of how do you guys host an educational event? What do you talk about? What are some of the things that you cover?
Chevron has graciously been a sponsor for our educational encounters. So almost monthly, unless there's some significant thing going on, we have our educational encounter at the Bax Auditorium with the Chevron building on Fornes. And the focus last month was your value proposition that was presented by Sean Ragland. And she talked about how to navigate internally your corporate system, and also how to navigate another corporate office. So if you're trying to do business with another corporate partner, she really talked about how to navigate kind of the minefield that is corporate America. So that is just one of the examples of what we talk about. We have everything from networking seminars, how to work social media for your business, how to grow your business, exit strategies. Some people might not realize that that's really important when you start a business. I know as a small business owner myself, when I went into work for myself, I didn't think about my exit strategy right away, but realized, you know what, that's really important. So those are some of the things that we touch on with our educational events.
Now, you say you're a small business owner.
I was. There are so many things now that I work for the WBEA. I wish I had known like that the WBEA existed for once. I owned a small chocolate shop in the Old Town Spring area.
Okay.
And we were blessed enough to sell it. But had I known some of the things I know now, I might have been able to hold on to it a little while longer and, see where it went. Now,
April isn't watching this right now, so I have to ask before we go to break, do you think that you'll ever venture out and become self-employed again at some point?
Probably.
Once
that entrepreneurial bug's in your system, it just doesn't go away.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Thank you for that.
We're going to take a short break. Our guest today is Miss Avery Smith. She is the Corporate Relations and Events Coordinator for the WBEA. Don't go away. We're going to give you some contact information on how to contact the WBEA. We're also going to talk a little bit more in depth about the event that's coming up, their annual event. We're going to give you some more goodies as well. You're listening to Cruz and Hughes right here on Blog Talk Radio, and this segment is brought to you. This show is brought to you by Small Business Today magazine. It is the magazine that is for and about Houston's entrepreneurs. So if you want to learn strategy, tips, tools, and other ways that you can empower and grow your business, make sure you go to smallbusinesstodaymagazine.com, input your information in, and we'll send you a free publication to your email inbox each and every month. More in a moment with John Cruz, Irv Hughes, and Miss Avery Smith. Stay with us.
Turn up the sales on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Anything Internet will evaluate your website for marketing power, for traffic, for conversion rates. We'll figure out why people buy and why people go away. We'll help you generate the correct traffic that will turn into customers and make you money. Turn the juice up on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Turn your website into a web business. 1-800-686-5986.
Very often, people come to me saying,
Steve,
Stephen, how do I make radio advertising work?
Or even worse,
We've tried radio ads before and got little to no response.
so how do you make the radio work for you? Well, you could have a clever jingle.
Come buy my stuff.
Come buy my stuff. Or you may act crazy and loud and have an unbeatable offer.
I'll save you cash, I'll save you time, and I'll do it today, guaranteed.
But these techniques may work for some and not for others. The real key to advertising is to go back to basic marketing principles. Target your ideal prospect, make your message clear and concise, and touch the listener by connecting to their needs. Stephen K. Media specializes in radio advertising promotion that effectively broadcasts your company's message, yielding higher response and better results. As an independent agency representing major talk radio stations, we help you negotiate rates and place your ads targeting your ideal prospect. Call us today at 713-278-9109 or visit stephenk.biz. That's 713-278-9109 or email info@stephenk.biz. Are you looking to improve your health and well-being? Have you lost your energy and vitality? Do you wake up feeling 10 years older than you actually are? Looking for a doctor who really listens? Looking for a natural alternative to your chronic health challenge? Dr. Dan Cooney is a chiropractic nutritionist who helps restore your health from the inside out using whole food supplements and specific nutritional counseling. Learn more about Dr. Dan's 7 Pillars of Health on his website, drdancooney.com, or give him a call at 713-295-9358.
Introducing the alternative to heavy news. Now at...
Excuse me, heavy news?
You know, disasters, politics, stock market.
And this alternative is?
Coffee news. It's entertaining stories, famous quotes, and family fun. It's light news. Why it's so light, it's free.
Free?
In restaurants and coffee shops all across Houston. So next time you're waiting in a restaurant, look for coffee news. If they don't have it, tell them to get it by visiting coffeenewshouston.com.
It's light. It's free. It's coffee news.
With my Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus headset, I'm free. Free to talk to you while carrying a laptop bag, holding a cup of coffee, and fishing for my car keys. Now, you may ask me, Jim, is it really necessary to use the phone while doing all these things? And my answer is it really necessary not to? Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus. It's my so comfortable, why wouldn't I use it all day headset.
Get your Voyager Pro Plus at Plantronics.com.
You're listening to Small Business Today. Visit us on the web at cruzandhughes.com. Here are your hosts, Cruz and Hughes.
Hey, welcome back to the show. Our guest today is Miss Avery Smith. She is the Corporate Relations and Events Coordinator with the WBEA. And if someone wanted to call the WBEA or go on their website, Avery, where would they go?
Our phone number is 713-681-9232. And our website is www.wbea-texas.org.
And that's wbea-texas.org. Okay, now in the last break, we sort of familiarized our listening audience with the WBEA, its function. But now I want to make sure that we cover, this is a membership organization, correct?
Yes, it is.
And you pay for membership.
You do. You pay for your certification.
You pay for your... so now what happens if you're already certified and you want to join?
You get recertified.
Okay, all right.
I want to know if guys can join. That's what I want to know. And before you answer, you better answer correctly. All right? I want to know if guys can join for whatever reason, even if you might be looking for a female partner. I just thought I'd throw that out.
Yeah. So are you gender specific in everything that you do?
Oh, what?
The criteria for membership, one of the criteria for membership is 51% or more owned by a woman.
Oh, is that the deal?
Now, if your partner is 51% majority owner, then sure, come on board.
But if she's the minority partner, then...
Yeah. So WBEA is about girl power.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only power that exists.
Yeah.
Power that exists. All right.
Well, now we've established that you're a membership organization, and you said that all you have to do is really get certified, and you're in. So what is the cost of membership or the cost of certification?
It varies. It varies on the size of your company, the type of company you have. There are a lot of different variables.
Sure. And how complex it's going to be and so on.
Exactly,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So is it more complex than for a... because I've never gone through the certification process.
Sure.
So is it more complex if you're a larger concern, meaning that you have lots of employees and you have high gross revenues? Does that make a difference?
It doesn't. It makes a difference in the cost, but it doesn't necessarily make a difference in the certification process.
Okay.
They're processed equally. It's just the information that you need to submit.
Now, how long does that that process generally take?
Generally 60 to 90 days. So it's
Well,
not a long
not that
process.
long,
No. And what's great about our certification is that we fast track you for the city of Houston. We can get you Hub certified.
Okay.
And WOSB also.
No, WOSB. We throw around a lot of acronyms on this show.
Oh, don't get me lying about the
Okay,
exact
all right,
terminology
all
is
right.
on that one. Let's see.
We'll tell them to Google it.
Yeah.
But it is important. It sounds important.
Yeah.
you know?
Very important.
Yeah. So now I've got to ask this question because we sort of touched on it, but I want to kind of drill down one click on this, and that is, Avery, who accepts WBEA as a certifying entity? You know, when you get certified, I'm sure you get some sort of credential, certificate, or something. All right. Now, when I get that certificate, assuming I'm a woman-owned business, or 51% owned, where do I go with this credential and say, "Hey, I'm a certified woman-owned business"? Who accepts that?
Companies that have supplier diversity programs.
Okay. So that's really
who your target is.
So really, that's my entree into corporate supplier diversity programs.
Yes. And not only that, and one thing that people don't necessarily realize with your certification, it gives you a level of legitimacy.
Sure.
Because of the rigors that you have to go through to become
certified. You've been vetted.
It's like a stamp of approval.
Absolutely. You've run the gauntlet.
Exactly.
And found to be a viable business that can supply whatever somebody might be looking for.
You're not Joan Schmo out of the back
of
a truck somewhere, you know?
And so now you mentioned earlier something about members, right? Now there are, I guess, two kinds of members. There are big corporate members who support WBEA because of that certification.
Yes.
And then there are small business members who are looking to get certified.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Now, and Irv, what's interesting about this conversation is because these are some of the topics that you cover during your class.
Absolutely.
And these are some of the things that people hire you to teach.
That's correct.
You know, like the Metro, the state of Texas, and that sort of thing.
Right.
Now, what are some of the things that a person needs to have very close to them to be able to provide to obtain certification? What do I need to give you?
I couldn't give you exact details on that. I do know that you have to be 51% or more owned and operated by a woman.
Okay.
You have to be a legal resident or legal alien.
Okay.
And then there are other factors.
Sure.
There's a myriad of things that you would need to know. And our website has a certification page that has all of those details. Question and answer page, frequently asked questions. And there's also a quiz that you can take to see if you're ready for certification.
Oh,
Really?
a quiz.
Yeah.
Right. So I can take now, does it give me a pass fail or what?
No.
No, it doesn't
It
give
doesn't.
me it just says
Everyone can pass.
it just okay. It doesn't give me something that
Well, the
says
most important question
you're not
is,
ready.
Is there any math on the test?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I would have failed a long time ago.
Now, if you want that website again, it's www.wbea-texas.org, and that's wbea-texas.org. We definitely encourage you to go there, especially if you're not familiar with the certification process, especially if you are a woman-owned business or a majority interest in your concern is held by women. The WBEA is there to help and assist you with this process. It doesn't take that long. And as you guys both agreed, it does sort of confirm, by all extents and purposes, that you are a viable business,
Yeah, it gives you air of
that you're
legitimacy.
qualified. Okay.
It's
now,
nice to have a credential.
Now, can you tell me how many members, how many people belong to the WBEA? Is that something that you can share?
787.
Nice.
Yes.
Now that's a big number. So when I think about 787, if I were to ask you, give me an idea of the types of businesses, or rather types or various sizes. I mean, is everyone in your organization, say, younger businesses that are small in nature?
No, they're not. We have some companies that are, over 5 million a year, and we have some that are under $1 million or under 500,000. I mean, there's a myriad of sizes and capacities for our business and types. I mean, there are so many different types, from staffing to oil and gas to chemical and truck rigging. I mean, there's so it's endless.
Now, let me ask you, Avery, is there I know obviously there's some criteria for joining as a small business. Do I have to have been in business 5 years or 1 year, 10 years? Is there a cutoff? Can I start whenever?
No, there's not. There are certain criteria that you would need to meet, and most businesses that are under a year probably are going to have a hard time with that. But that's when our Women's Business Center comes into play.
So there is a vehicle for young companies.
Yes.
We'll have to talk about that in the next segment.
Okay, yeah, we're going to save that?
Yeah, we're going to save that.
Wow, John's going to referee us. Can you believe it? Unbelievable.
But before we go to break, let me ask you, now once I get certified, how long does that last? Because some people are of the mindset that certify once and you're in for life.
Yeah.
It lasts 1 year from your certification
date. So this is
date.
something that I have to do every year.
Yes.
And so that means, am I paying the fee every single year?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what happens if I hit a fence or have a flat tire or something, and now I don't have the same business next year that I had this year, and now I got to recertify? What happens?
Well, there are a lot of companies that change their model, change how they do things, and you just go through the certification process again.
Okay, so each year it's a real certification process all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, I get that.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to talk about more things, such as the annual convention that you guys have that's coming up.
We got to talk about
and
that.
we'll also talk a little bit about the WBC and some of the other organizations that are advocates for small business that you guys also work with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't miss the annual party. It's coming up with the WBEA right here on Cruz and Hughes. Hey, listen, folks, you're listening to Cruz and Hughes right here on Blog Talk Radio, and it's brought to you by the Lexington Law Firm. When you need credit help, you can get a free consultation today by calling 888-744-7081. More with Miss Avery Smith right after this.
Are you looking to improve your health and well-being? Have you lost your energy and vitality? Do you wake up feeling 10 years older than you actually are? Looking for a doctor who really listens? Looking for a natural alternative to your chronic health challenge? Dr. Dan Cuny is a chiropractic nutritionist who helps restore your health from the inside out using whole food supplements and specific nutritional counseling. Learn more about Dr. Dan's 7 Pillars of Health on his website, drdancuny.com, or give him a call at 713-295-9358.
Introducing the alternative to heavy news. Now at...
Excuse me, heavy news?
You know, disasters, politics, stock market.
And this alternative is...
Coffee News. It's entertaining stories, famous quotes, and family fun. It's light news. Why it's so light, it's free.
Free?
In restaurants and coffee shops all across Houston. So next time you're waiting in a restaurant, look for Coffee News. If they don't have it, tell them to get it by visiting coffeenewshouston.com.
It's light. It's free. It's Coffee News.
With my Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus headset, I'm free. Free to talk to you while carrying a laptop bag, holding a cup of coffee, and fishing for my car keys. Now, you may ask me, Jim, is it really necessary to use the phone while doing all these things? And my answer is it really necessary not to? Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus. It's my so comfortable, why wouldn't I use it all day headset.
Get your Voyager Pro Plus at Plantronics.com.
Turn up the sales on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Anything Internet will evaluate your website for marketing power, for traffic, for conversion rates. We'll figure out why people buy and why people go away. We'll help you generate the correct traffic that will turn into customers and make you money. Turn the juice up on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Turn your website into a web business. 1-800-686-5986.
Very often, people come to me saying,
Stephen, how do I make radio advertising work?
or even worse,
We've tried radio ads before and got little to no response.
so how do you make the radio work for you? Well, you could have a clever jingle.
Come buy my stuff.
Come buy my stuff. Or you may act crazy and loud and have an unbeatable offer.
I'll save you cash, I'll save you time, and I'll do it today, guaranteed.
But these techniques may work for some and not for others. The real key to advertising is to go back to basic marketing principles. Target your ideal prospect, make your message clear and concise, and touch the listener by connecting to their needs. Stephen K. Media specializes in radio advertising promotion that effectively broadcasts your company's message, yielding higher response and better results. As an independent agency representing major talk radio stations, we help you negotiate rates and place your ads targeting your ideal prospect. Call us today at 713-278-9109 or visit stephenk.biz. That's 713-278-9109 or email info@stephenk.biz.
You're listening to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes. Follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. We're wherever you are.
Okay, welcome back to the show. Our guest today is Miss Avery Smith. She is the Corporate Relations and Events Coordinator for the WBEA, and the WBEA is an acronym for the Women's Business Enterprise Alliance. And if you are not female, then you cannot belong to this organization. However, if 51% of the ownership in your corporation is owned by a female, then come on in, guys. There's a party going on. Again, if you'd like to connect with them, you could go to their website, which is WBEA-Texas.org. That's WBEA-Texas.org. Now, Avery, how did you get involved with the WBEA?
There was a member who had mentioned the WBEA to me right when I was in the process of selling my company.
Okay.
And so from there, I had basically stalked the organization until they let me come on board.
Really?
So yeah,
that works.
It
huh?
works. It does. When you bug someone enough, it works.
But you know what? Just come on in. Come on in.
Yeah. Just give me a break. Just come on, find something to do.
Now, Irv, you brought up the WBC. And we promised to talk a little bit about that and how you guys work and partner with other organizations that are advocates for small business. So tell us a little bit about that. What is the WBC?
The WBC is the Women's Business Center. It is an SBA, Small Business Administration Resource Center. So we partner with the SBA, with the WBC. There goes those acronyms again.
There it is.
And the main focus of the WBC is that it serves entrepreneurs and business owners. So those guys that necessarily don't want their certification or can't get their certification through us, we will still help them nurture and grow their fledgling business.
Okay.
So that is open to anyone. And there are free services, educational encounters, educational workshops, trainings. There are so many opportunities that the WBC offers to the community, not just our members.
Now, is the WBA and the WBC do they both operate out of the same office?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The WBC is part of the WBEA organization.
Okay. And I know that you guys have an office in Galveston as well, correct?
Yes. And that's part of the Houston Galveston Women's Business Center.
Wow.
The HGWBC.
Oh, my goodness.
Let me just say the alphabet.
There we go. A, B,
Exactly
C, D, L, M, N, O, P.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask this question now. So somebody comes along with an idea and nothing more. Can they get help through the WBC?
Yes, they can.
Okay, because I'm doing this for the benefit of those folks who are in our area. You've just got an idea. You don't really know what exactly that thing's going to look like or what it's going to do. And I'm saying folks can come see the WBC.
Yes.
And what is the process for that?
Whether you're a guy or a girl, right?
Yes.
And get help.
Yes, guys and gals both.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
The process for that is calling the office, setting an appointment.
Okay.
That's it.
That's
we have
simple.
advisors that will, super qualified advisors that can go from, I have this idea, where do I go next, to I've started my LLC, don't really know where to go from here.
Yeah.
I am a relatively new business, but I've built up some clientele base. How do I get certified?
Sure.
So, I mean, there are so many different phases of ownership that the WBC can help with, and even our own members.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, Irv, when you think about it, I mean, where were all of these organizations?
I don't know.
When we first
when I was out failing.
Yeah, right. I mean, struggling and fighting and
That's right.
and putting your T-shirts on backwards. Just trying to get anything done. Just trying to get noticed.
That's exactly.
I don't know if the WBC can help with putting your T-shirt on, but we'll try.
But
I don't know.
I mean, I think it definitely needs to be said is that there are organizations out here that care about your success in small business, and you really don't have an excuse not knowing.
It's free. It's free.
What's the price again?
Free 90 free.
Can I finance that?
Sure.
Man, credit app? I mean, there's no excuse for you not to
That's
get
true.
plugged in. The WBC, the WBEA are organizations that are there, that care for you. And I tell you what, let's talk a little bit about the annual conference, because
Yes.
if you've never been a part of the WBEA and you want to attend the conference, you can do that as well.
Absolutely, yes.
Let's
there
talk
is
about that.
on-site registration available for anyone that wants to attend. Male, female, it doesn't matter.
Or something in between.
Or
Just
something
come on.
yeah, exactly.
What? Oh, John.
Well, I always have to say something.
You do. Every show, it never fails. You do come up with something, man.
Now, this year's, I guess you could say, annual conference is known. The words that you used earlier, that the three words were engage,
energize, and empower.
Engage, energize, and empower. It's the WBEA 2013 annual conference. It's May 15th and 16th.
Yes, it's a 2-day event.
And it's going to be at the Reliance Center.
Yes, Hall A.
Hall A. Mm-hmm. And the times?
It will start on Wednesday the 15th at 9:30. Those are our workshop days. Our first day is workshop. So we will have 4 concurrent workshops on Wednesday morning. We will have a plenary luncheon on a Wednesday afternoon with keynote speaker Nelda Luce Blair, who is the owner of Blair Law Firm out of the Woodlands. Mm-hmm. She is a powerhouse.
Really?
She is phenomenal. Just her video, which is on our website, speaks volumes to small business owners in general, not just women-owned businesses. And she'll be speaking at the plenary luncheon. And then in the afternoon, we will have 4 concurrent sessions. Then we will have hot topics from 4 to 5, and those are going to be 2 different topics that we're going to touch on, along with our member orientation. Mm-hmm. And then the evening of Wednesday, we will have our networking reception, which is a premier event. It'll be inside Reliance Stadium, inside the East Club.
Wow.
And the Honorable Mayor Nice Parker will be attending, along with our corporate members and our wonderful WBEs. So we're very excited about Wednesday. And then Thursday, we will have a ribbon cutting in front of Hall A for our exhibit hall. And so we will have our corporate member, our Pearl sponsor, Chevron. Mm-hmm. Their board member on the WBEA is Jennifer Guo, and she will be doing the honorary ribbon cutting.
Very nice.
And so we're very excited about that. We will have the media there, and it's just a big to-do and exciting to open up our exhibit hall. And we'll have our exhibit hall open along with silent auction. And our vendors, our exhibitors, will have trade services. We will even have some massage chairs in there for one of our businesses.
Oh,
yeah, and one of our WBEs is going to have some massage chairs. But we will have so many different things going on inside the exhibit hall you really don't want to miss, including a surprise in the afternoon.
Really?
Yes. I don't know if you're familiar with a balloon drop and how that works.
Yes.
I've seen it on TV.
And then when those balloons get popped, there will be prizes inside.
That's right.
Yes. You just go to the exhibitor booth and collect your prize.
Grab all you can and give nothing back.
Yes. So, and then during the day, we're going to have our awards luncheon. And we're very excited about that because we get to honor the nominees that really represent what the WBEA is all about.
Very nice. Very nice.
Now, again, where does somebody go and register?
They can register on site.
Okay.
At Reliance Center. We will have a late registration online starting at 5 o'clock today until 5 o'clock on the 10th. And so you can still register online with our late registration until May 10th, 5 o'clock.
Wow. So you're saying, let me be clear. So you're saying people can just show up and register?
Yes, you can just show up.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Now, we didn't cover cost. What is the cost for me to attend?
It just depends on what you want to attend exactly. Just for the exhibit hall pass, it's $40.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
The awards luncheon is $85, I believe. And then the networking reception is $85. Then there's all-inclusive passes. So for our members, it's $220.
Gotcha.
And then non-members, there's a different non-member price. But that's all on our website.
But I could do some a la carte things if I want to. If I just want to come and take the courses that are being offered the first day, I could just do that.
Exactly.
And everything's on the website.
Everything's on the website.
The website, again, is WBEA-Texas.org. Again, WBEA-Texas.org. The event is the WBEA 2013 Annual Conference. I was there last year, had a great time. I'm going to be there this year as well. And I expect to have an even better time. It's May 15th and 16th. It starts on Wednesday. It goes all the way. The 15th is Wednesday, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure I say that right. It goes Wednesday and Thursday. Luncheons are going on both days. So, guys, if you want to be a part of this, if you want to come out and kick the tires and see what the WBEA is all about, I think this is an excellent opportunity to see not only the types of members that you guys have, because everybody's out in full force, as well as how committed you are to small business, especially as it relates to women-owned businesses.
No, it's fantastic. You know, I had the opportunity of attending the conference, and I got to tell you, I had an absolute blast. And I'm gonna tell you what, guys, if you know what, there's great candidates at the conference.
That's right.
I mean, you know, if you're looking. You know,
for a business partner.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. For a business partner, you're looking for if you're looking for a business partner, that's a great place to go and meet somebody who can help you advance your agenda.
And Irvin. And Irvin, you know, as we talk about supplier diversity, I know that's one of the things that you cover as well.
Absolutely.
And does it really make a difference in your business? I mean, is this something that if you qualify that you should definitely go after?
No, absolutely. In fact, even if you think you don't qualify, this is something you want to go after because you need to find out where you're deficient. This is something you want to do anyway, no matter where you think you are in your development. The bottom line is you need the benefit of having been certified by some certifying entity.
Okay.
And WBEA is a great place to do that. You know, we've been certainly involved, and here at Cruz and Hughes Show, you know, we're big fans of WBEA.
Absolutely, we are.
And Small Business Today magazine. So, you know, I'm of the impression that, folks, if you're a small business owner, wherever you are, where you're listening to Cruz and Hughes, you know, go on these websites, do the research, and find out where you can get connected, because that credential is something that will absolutely help your business. And it's important if you're looking to find a way into some of these large corporate opportunities. This is a great way to do it.
And some of them will be there at the conference as well, so you definitely want to show up.
Get to meet some of these folks in their supplier diversity programs, folks. They have the keys to get you into some of those opportunities. You're listening to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes. It's brought to you by SalesNexus.com. SalesNexus offers the best in web-based customer relationship management systems. You can sign up today for a free trial copy of SalesNexus by visiting SalesNexus.com, or you can give them a call at 888-267-3589. Folks, stay with us. The education continues right after these messages. Don't go away.
Turn up the sales on your website today with AnythingInternet.com. Anything Internet will evaluate your website for marketing power, for traffic, for conversion rates. We'll figure out why people buy and why people go away. We'll help you generate the correct traffic that will turn into customers and make you money. Turn the juice up on your website today with AnythingInternet.com. Turn your website into a web business. 1-800-686-5986.
Very often, people come to me saying,
Stephen, how do I make radio advertising work?
Or even worse,
we've tried radio ads before and got little to no response.
So how do you make the radio work for you? Well, you could have a clever jingle.
Come buy my stuff. Come buy my stuff.
Or you may act crazy and loud and have an unbeatable offer.
I'll save you cash. I'll save you time, and I'll do it today, guaranteed.
But these techniques may work for some and not for others. The real key to advertising is to go back to basic marketing principles. Target your ideal prospect, make your message clear and concise, and touch the listener by connecting to their needs. Stephen K. Media specializes in radio advertising promotion that effectively broadcasts your company's message, yielding higher response and better results. As an independent agency representing major talk radio stations, we help you negotiate rates and place your ads targeting your ideal prospect. Call us today at 713-278-9109 or visit stephenk.biz. That's 713-278-9109 or email info@stephenk.biz. Are you looking to improve your health and well-being? Have you lost your energy and vitality? Do you wake up feeling 10 years older than you actually are? Looking for a doctor who really listens? Looking for a natural alternative to your chronic health challenge? Dr. Dan Cuny is a chiropractic nutritionist who helps restore your health from the inside out using whole food supplements and specific nutritional counseling. Learn more about Dr. Dan's 7 Pillars of Health on his website, drdancuny.com, or give him a call at 713-295-9358.
Introducing the alternative to heavy news. Now at...
Excuse me, heavy news?
You know, disasters, politics, stock market.
And this alternative is...
Coffee News. It's entertaining stories, famous quotes, and family fun. It's light news. Why it's so light, it's free.
Free?
In restaurants and coffee shops all across Houston. So next time you're waiting in a restaurant, look for Coffee News. If they don't have it, to get it by visiting coffeenewshouston.com.
It's light. It's free. It's Coffee News.
With my Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus headset, I'm free. free to talk to you while carrying a laptop bag, holding a cup of coffee, and fishing for my car keys. Now, you may ask me, Jim, is it really necessary to use the phone while doing all these things? And my answer is it really necessary not to? Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus. It's my so comfortable, why wouldn't I use it all day headset.
Get your Voyager Pro Plus at Plantronics.com.
You're listening to Small Business Today. Visit us on the web at cruzandhughes.com. Here are your hosts, Cruz and Hughes.
Okay, welcome back to the show. Our guest is Miss Avery Smith. She is the Corporate Relations and Events Coordinator for the WBEA. We've been talking about the WBEA for the past hour. That acronym stands for the Women's Business Enterprise Alliance. If you are a woman-owned business or a majority woman-owned business, then the WBEA is an organization that is just right for you. They preach certification and recertification. They also have other goodies that they bring out for their members, like you guys have some lunch and learns or some luncheons. You also hold classes whereby you bring in speakers that talk on various topics to help promote small business. Again, you can go to their website to find out all the benefits of being a member, and that is WBEA-Texas.org. You want to make certain that you get registered for the WBEA 2013 annual conference, which is coming up next week.
Yes.
And it's May 15th and 16th, which is a Wednesday and Thursday. This is something that you should dedicate yourself to. And for more information, again, go to the website, WBEA-Texas.org. Now, we talked a little bit about networking. And I want to know, from your standpoint, how important is networking when you're in small business? And that's a loaded question, and I'll give you the second part of it after you answer.
It is integral to building your small business. You may not have a huge marketing budget, but you can go out and shake hands. You can talk to people and make good connections and follow up on those connections. That's the biggest key. You have to make sure that you are making not necessarily just meeting the right people, but being someone that they remember. I mean, everybody talks about your elevator speech. You got to refine it. You have to know what you're talking about, and you have to know exactly who you are talking to.
Sure.
Yeah. I was going to say, one of the biggest things that I want to encourage people who are considering coming out to the conference, folks, get prepared. Don't fly by the seat of your pants right here, because some of these opportunities can be fantastic for you.
Yeah.
Make sure you do a little bit of homework. Understand who it is. Just kind of piggybacking off what you were saying, Avery. Do some homework, folks. Find out who is going to be there. Find out who some of these corporate sponsors and members are.
Yeah.
And make sure you know a little bit about who they are and what they do. Right. Go online, do your homework, get prepared to be at this thing.
I know how easy it is to get discouraged during the business day. You feel like that the entire world is working against you. Your customers are working against you. Your employees are working against you. Your spouse may not understand what you're dealing with and what you're doing. And then we sometimes stick our heads in the sand. We disengage. We unplug. And I'm going to tell you something. I've been in business a long time. And whenever I get those melancholy feelings that, I start wondering if it would not be just easier if I went back to banking or went back to whatever it is that I knew so well.
Job.
That's when I need to engage as many of my other self-employed people, friends, connections as possible, like the WBEA. And I believe that if you're ever at that point, that's when you need to get the most involved. And I think your annual conference is a great opportunity to get yourself really reinvigorated and re-inspired about being in small business.
I'm glad you said energize, because that, like we had talked about earlier, engage, energize, empower, those are the key elements of our conference this year. But to energize your business is all about networking and making those connections.
That's correct.
That is key. And it not only are you making connections, you could possibly do business with somebody, but like you said, you get discouraged. Sometimes you just need to talk to another small
Sure.
business owner and
Sure.
realize, yes, while I am the president and CEO, I also take out the trash and I am
Yeah.
maintenance man and janitor. And
That's
sometimes you just need to talk to people about that kind of stuff.
And you realize by talking to other people who are going through similar struggles, you'll find that some of those individuals that you're talking to have found ways to overcome whatever
No doubt.
you're going through at
No
the moment.
doubt.
And you won't know that unless you engage them, unless you network, unless you talk about what you do, how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I think that those relationships are invaluable, especially when you're finding out that you're not alone out here.
Right.
You know, everyone has had those problems.
Right. And one thing that people may not realize is if I'm telling you all of this information, the person you're talking to may know another business or another WB that may be able to help you with that.
Very true.
It's
Very good
not
point.
just, I'm going to sit here and complain about my job.
Right.
These are the needs that I have. Oh, okay. You're struggling with organizing your company. I get that. Well, let me introduce you to this company over here that specializes in organizing small business.
Right.
So it's just because you're not making, doing a deal with this person you're talking to, it doesn't mean that they can't connect you to another person.
That's exactly right. And you don't find that out if you don't attend, if you don't go to the
Right.
meetings, if you don't meet the membership. It
Right.
doesn't do you any good to just join, get certified,
Get
and
involved.
and go back on hiatus. You want to become
Yeah.
a part of what the WBEA is.
Yeah.
Right. You know what? I want us to talk a little bit about some of the kinds of corporate opportunities that you guys bring to the table for small business. And folks, I'm going to just read this list of some of the folks who are who are conference sponsors. All right. These are conference sponsors. And let me just put it like this. If you want an opportunity to connect with a Chevron is a sponsor of this event. So Chevron, ExxonMobil, Shell, these are all competitors, by the way. Phillips 66. And we're in Houston, so, oil and gas, right?
That's
Hello,
right.
wake
That's
up.
We just went down the corridor and
Yeah,
hit
and
people.
right.
That's exactly right.
Just knocked on one door after the next.
Exactly.
That's exactly right. The Bolsard Group, Centerpoint Energy, Fluor Corporation, UPS.
They're a new member. We're
Is
excited
that
to have
right?
them on board. Yes.
UPS. I mean, come on. I mean, that ought to bring you FedEx now, right?
Yeah, and exactly. Exactly.
Because we see how you guys do it.
Yeah. I mean, you just went.
XYZ is here. Why are you?
Right.
Yeah, wake up, El Paso.
That's right.
That's I'm sorry. Okay, but Exhibit Network, HEB. HEB, UP Professional Solutions. Tell your tale.
And these are some of our WBEs too.
Yeah.
Exhibit Network.
This is what I'm
UP
saying.
Professional, Tell Your Tale. They're WBEs.
These are folks you will want to connect to. Some of these people there might be partnership opportunities.
That's right.
And I know you guys encourage partnership among members.
Yes.
And I'm just reading through some of these, and I'm like, here's Midwest Steel. I mean, wholesale electric supply. And certainly there are no electricians in the Houston area.
Oh, man, you better have them.
Yeah. I mean, this is the most air-conditioned city
I'm
on the
telling
planet.
you,
You can't run them
gotta
without
have power.
You got to have juice, electricians. Hello? I mean, and I'm just looking at some of these, and I'm thinking, wow, man, this is a great opportunity for a lot of folks.
And what would it mean to your business to be able to bring one of these companies on as a client or a partner?
Just one.
And you'll never know if you don't attend.
No, and one of the things that we're going to cover in our workshops is maybe you're not at the point where you can do business with these companies, but we're going to teach you how to build your capacity and be able to do work with these companies. And in the process, you might get contracts from other WBEs or different corporates, but we're going to give you the tools that you need to do business with our partners.
Sure.
Some of the other companies that we didn't even mention, Waste Management, ConocoPhillips.
Right.
I mean, the list is endless.
Wow. Folks, you're listening to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes. It's brought to you by Dominion Commercial Credit. Dominion Commercial Credit offers business credit and contract financing for small businesses nationwide. You can give them a call today at 800-381-0073 or visit net30credit.com. Folks, stay with us. We're in the home stretch. More with Miss Avery right after this.
Are you looking to improve your health and well-being? Have you lost your energy and vitality? Do you wake up feeling 10 years older than you actually are? Looking for a doctor who really listens? Looking for a natural alternative to your chronic health challenge? Dr. Dan Cooney is a chiropractic nutritionist who helps restore your health from the inside out using whole food supplements and specific nutritional counseling. Learn more about Dr. Dan's 7 Pillars of Health on his website, drdancooney.com, or give him a call at 713-295-9358.
Introducing the alternative to heavy news. Now at...
Excuse me, heavy news?
You know, disasters, politics, stock market.
And this alternative is...
Coffee news. It's entertaining stories, famous quotes, and family fun. It's light news. Why it's so light, it's free.
Free?
In restaurants and coffee shops all across Houston. So next time you're waiting in a restaurant, look for coffee news. If they don't have it, tell them to get it by visiting coffeenewshouston.com.
It's light. It's free. It's coffee news.
With my Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus headset, I'm free. Free to talk to you while carrying a laptop bag, holding a cup of coffee, and fishing for my car keys. Now, you may ask me, Jim, is it really necessary to use the phone while doing all these things? And my answer is it really necessary not to? Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus. It's my so comfortable, why wouldn't I use it all day headset.
Get your Voyager Pro Plus at Plantronics.com.
Turn up the sales on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Anything Internet will evaluate your website for marketing power, for traffic, for conversion rates. We'll figure out why people buy and why people go away. We'll help you generate the correct traffic that will turn into customers and make you money. Turn the juice up on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Turn your website into a web business. 1-800-686-5986.
Very often, people come to me saying,
Stephen, how do I make radio advertising work?
or even worse,
We've tried radio ads before and got little to no response.
so how do you make the radio work for you? Well, you could have a clever jingle.
Come buy my stuff. Come buy my stuff.
Or you may act crazy and loud and have an unbeatable offer.
I'll save you cash, I'll save you time, and I'll do it today, guaranteed.
But these techniques may work for some and not for others. The real key to advertising is to go back to basic marketing principles. Target your ideal prospect, make your message clear and concise, and touch the listener by connecting to their needs. Stephen K. Media specializes in radio advertising promotion that effectively broadcasts your company's message, yielding higher response and better results. As an independent agency representing major talk radio stations, we help you negotiate rates and place your ads targeting your ideal prospect. Call us today at 713-278-9109 or visit stephenk.biz. That's 713-278-9109 or email info@stephenk.biz.
You're listening to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes. Follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. We're wherever you are.
Okay, welcome back. Our guest has been Miss Avery Smith. She is the Corporate Relations and Events Coordinator for the WBEA, which is the Women's Business Enterprise Alliance. I think we have spent the last hour convincing all of our listeners that if you are female, that you should become a member of the WBEA,
right?
For various reasons. And if you'd like to go to their website to look at all the benefits of membership, to look at the benefits of attending the 2013 annual conference that they're having, you can go to www.wbea-texas.org. Again, that's wbea-texas.org. Now, we only have like a minute and a half or so left. What would you want to leave our listeners with?
To leave you guys with, I really want you to know that our conference coming up is what we're all about. We are linking women business enterprises with corporate purchasers, government agencies, and other women-owned businesses for the primary purpose of creating connections and building strong relationships. That is what the WBEA is all about, and that is what this conference is. That is what we are doing next week. I want people to walk away feeling just fantastic about themselves, their businesses, what they're doing, and knowing that they're probably going to get some business out of that.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Absolutely. I mean, and I'll tell you, and I went last year. That was my first time attending, and I picked up some really good contacts. We even found a couple of individuals that were on the cover of the magazine that are also members of the WBA. There are some phenomenal business stories there. There's some ladies that are doing some really, really cool and neat things. So if you're looking for a partner,
You want to make
business partner.
A business partner?
Yeah.
You just stopped that partner. I was waiting to see if you were going to come on across the plate, Mr. Cruz.
You're looking for a business partner. If you are looking to find some additional business, this would be a great opportunity for you to come engage, energize, and empower yourself by attending the WBEA 2013 Annual Conference.
Yes.
Avery, I want to say thanks to you so much for coming to be on the show with us
Thanks,
today.
Avery.
Hopefully
Thank
you
you.
had fun.
I did. I had a blast.
I'm John Cruz.
I'm Irv Hughes.
And this is the place where we discuss the topics that inspires entrepreneurs from thought to action. Guys, if you want to do something, we ask that you do these 3 things. Until Irv and I see you again, be smart, be successful, and above all else,
Be in action.
And Irv and I will see you tomorrow.
Take care.